know a lot of you guys are putting without the meter if you are doing the TGC tours, or maybe you're just playing on a higher difficulty and you want a setting that is much higher and more difficult. So you're probably putting without the meter in that case, or maybe your putting is not going well and the meter is messing you up so that you just want to feel the vibration of the controller. So maybe putting without the meter is better for you. But this is mostly going to be for people who play on the Master Control or are doing the TGC Tour or any sort of online play. Maybe what I'm saying here will actually help you out as well, because in previous videos I've talked about like paying attention to your player rather than paying attention to the meter, so maybe this will also help you. So when I putt without the meter, the one big thing that has helped me is the controller vibrates in your hand when you get to the white zone. Like the controller vibrates when you get to the gray area and then the white zone, so you kind of have to feel it and expect the delay. One big thing I really wish they would increase in this game is the vibration of the controller. I don't think I have the ability to do that, or at least I haven't been able to find the ability to do that. I think that has to be a cosmetic thing that they do with this game. So what I do is I like to play and try to feel the vibration and then I hit, but obviously I'm going to be a little delayed in the vibration to hit type meter. So I move the distance 3 yards shorter of my entire target, so that way I make sure that I'm always hitting the normal distance. So in this situation is a straight putt. If I pull back right past my right foot, I first pay attention to where the meter hits. So I'm looking and I'm vibrating right there, right past my right foot. So when I pull back in my normal slow manner, I know that right after that right foot is when I'm going to start accelerating, but I still have to feel out the vibration. So I have a 30 foot putt right now. I have not touched it yet, but because I'm most likely going to hit a little bit after my white meter, I want to make sure I'm accounting for that. So I'm going to move it down to 27 just in case I miss this. I'm still going to be within a very reasonable 2-putt range. So, and by moving it up 27, I'm going to move my white zone up a little bit as well, so it's really going to make sure I'm in the right zone. Alright, so let's give it a try. A little push. Little push, I missed it, but I'm still right there in a normal 2-putt zone. Just tap this one in. There we go, that's much better. So the white hits right there. Right there. Same spot as before. And I was finding accelerating forward harder on the putts. See, so in that situation I forgot to move it forward. So look how far I went by the hole. But if you move it a normal amount forward, we're going to make sure that we're right on line. A couple big things. The new patch just went out. For PS4 users, we have had a big problem with a jumpy putting meter, and it has cost me many putts in the days. So hopefully they fix that. I really wish that they would fix this vibration in the controller, because there's times when you really can't feel the vibration and it's kind of a pain, but we deal with what we got. I still think putting is the hardest part of this game. It really sets me up for either like shooting -10 or shooting +3. It really all comes down to my putting. So we're 104 feet. This is going to be a long one. Right? So pull back, feel the vibration right there. Adjust my meter down. I went 5 that time because this is a little bit of a longer putt. Push. I push it a little bit there. It's on me, and it's still going by. So the longer you're hitting these putts, obviously the more you should adjust for your distance. If you're playing with the meter, then you don't need to adjust. Just make sure you're hitting in the white zone. But if you are playing without the meter, you're definitely trying to feel the vibration, so you have to account for that, because there's such a small window between the vibration and hitting past the meter. So this one is a little bit of a break. I'm going to move it down to 7. The white vibration will come pretty quickly in the controller. And then we're good. So, quick little putting tip if you are playing without the meter. Obviously, in these situations, you're going downhill. You're definitely going to want to decrease it even more, especially when it changes from yellow to red. You're going to want to pull it back even more, and it's kind of a pain to deal with it this way, but if you are playing without the meter, make sure you're paying attention to first marking where on your feet that it vibrates so that you can at least plan for it, and then move your meter up or back to adjust about, I'd say, somewhere between 2 and 5 feet to adjust for the power, because you're most likely going to hit a little bit after. One final tip is depending on what difficulty you're playing on. So if you're playing on an earlier difficulty with the swing path, the white section, pretty big, it's not going to affect you much. But if you get up to the master difficulty, and even sometimes in the pro difficulty, that white meter is so thin that if you just miss it a sliver, it's going to push right or left and you're going to miss your putt. So I always have a tendency to push my putts a little bit to the right on master. Even if you miss it just a sliver to the right, that it is going to miss to the right. So I always aim a little bit inside just to account for that. Kind of like a little draw putt. I know it's not the best situation, but so no one's perfect in this game, and you kind of just got to figure it out as you go. Alright, so that is my quick little putting tip if you're someone who puts without the meter or someone who wants to give it a try. Play to your strengths. Definitely adjust a little bit with the distance, and that will account for the delay between your brain firing the controller and the vibration that you feel in your hands, and hopefully it helps out. Thanks so much for tuning in. You know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, fill up those comment sections, and like this video. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks.